funding of journalism has been a challenge for almost any media anywhere in the world, which has to do with the switch to digital, which has to do with the change of communication in a global digitalized society, and also has to do with the crisis of the ad business model that isn't really working, and in a digital world is also has a negative effect on the kind of content that is being produced for journalism, because the more you click, the more money you make, so you produce stuff that is made for clicks and not for readers, for users.
I was working for Erste Foundation, who is running a grant project for investigative journalists since 11 years. I'm on this donors side, and I wanted to learn more about how, so to say, scientifically philanthropic donations, grants, support for media and journalism is seen here.
What I see in Nepal is that media are going through this transition where it is now time for us to look into the digital media or even the media that already exists, which we call the legacy media, to try to transform themselves into a new business model.
In Mexico, there are many journalists that are running like independent and trying to foster to be like not being the part of the government, and because there is a lot of advertisement propaganda. So for me it was very useful to go to Mexico and give this information and what we can do to find money to do this independent journalism. So and with the violence we have, and we have a lot of journalists disappeared, killed, because they touch some very tough interest between government and the drug dealers.
I feel it's time for us to move to a more sustainable and more courageous model that maybe has to do with combining our idea of subscriptions with improving the digital presence.
So what we did at Krautepod is we said, well, we won't publish any ads, we'll publish just one story a day. It's going to be a long story, a thoroughly reported story, and we'll ask readers to become members and pay to be able to support journalism and also get access to the kind of journalism that we produce. So membership is our answer to this crisis of funding journalism.
So I think the media are very absolutely necessary for the democracy, and they have to be free media that are free to investigate whatever they want, and that can only happen if they are really not guided by some special interest, but guided by the interest of the readers, and even better when even the business is based on the readers, not on the owners or on some other big groups paying the money for them.
It's really important, and being here in Budapest and talking to all these colleagues from countries where democracy is not something that can be taken for granted, which is also the case in very stable old democracies of the West nowadays. That shows what an important role journalism has to play and how important it is that there is a way of funding journalism.
If philanthropic organizations who have a mission to affect social change in a positive way want to work with media organizations, is because they know that by working together we can all reach those goals more effectively. If media organizations who through journalism want to affect positively the societies and the audiences that they influence, want to work with philanthropy, is because there is an alignment and there is a social change, a common social change agenda that they want to influence.
The most important thing I'm taking back from this course here is the ideas that is generated through these conversation and the sharing of experiences and the knowledge that I acquired in the summer school.
I learned that we need to organize ourselves, and to build a media outlet you need to have other partners to be with you and to and to be just forward for this.
You have to believe that the public can be a force in supporting your work.